Eastern, 5 p.m. on the West Coast, and we are live. Welcome, adventurers. I'm your guide, Sean McZoo. Apparently, I'm yelling. I'm going to slow that down a little bit. And this is the Reptile Show reporter. As usual, Bill Strand, the headmaster of the Chameleon Academy, is my co-host. Tonight,
Hello.
we're talking spooky things, both scary and also scary care that we see at the reptile shows. Now, buckle up. It's time to start this adventure. And I got to get on the clip. All right, we're back already. I was just about to get on the chat. There's no one there yet, so I'm just going to say welcome to everybody who's here. And Bill, how's it going?
Things are going great.
Okay.
I'm sitting here. I am on duty, and my wife comes by and gives me chocolate chips.
Oh, how about that? Mine was taking the dogs out so they would be quiet during the show, so I have to give her props for that. And it was her birthday yesterday, so I don't know if that's spooky or not. It's been her birthday for so many years. I won't say the number, but she doesn't care. But she's yelling in the background. Why not? Anyways, any announcements, Bill?
Nothing. Oh, this Saturday, I've got a great episode of the Panther Chameleon podcast coming out. It's an interview with an exotic, a chameleon vet, Dr. Tom Greek, and we talk about from the very beginning, assuming you know nothing, you are just starting off, how to work with a vet, and then Dr. Greek is going to come on the live show on Saturday at noon Pacific on YouTube to talk to everybody. So
wow,
good
that's
stuff going
cool.
on.
So yeah, I just visited the vet last Thursday because Star-Lord knocked his horns off. I'll have pictures of that, and he's actually doing quite well. I was waiting to send the pictures out the whole thing and what happened and all that stuff. But I have an awesome exotic vet here in Cleveland, Ohio. So if anyone needs an exotic vet here in Cleveland, reach out to Herps Alive. They have a bunch of them, but mine is the guy at the Avon Lake Animal Hospital. And there's a couple people there that do well. So, hey, we've got the chat. It's going. Two Turtle Tom, welcome. Stephanie Payne is here. Liza Ann is here. And let's see.
That's love, Bill. You got a good.
And
they are impressed with my selection of women for wife.
What's going on?
Well, Eliza Ann said, that's love, Bill. You got a good one because Yvette brought me chocolate chips. And I'm taking credit for picking a good wife.
I think she underpicked, but okay. She reaches down and pulls you up all the time.
Questioning your choice.
Hey, it's not like it's questioning his. I'm just her choice is. I know you, and so what? All right, so let's see. Who is Zev Green Reptiles again, Bill? I keep forgetting.
That's Chris from Michigan.
Chris. All right. Yes. All right.
First Chris. And sold baby bearded dragons.
One of these times I'm going to know. All right. Let's see here. Let's see some pictures. We got some pictures, Bill. I want you to tell me what's going on with this.
All right.
This is you and who? Oh, wait a minute. It wasn't the one you were thinking it was going to be.
This is Nicholas.
Who is this?
This is Nicholas.
All right. That's you at a show, huh?
Yeah, that's me at the show in Anaheim, the Reptile Super Show in Anaheim, and Nicholas came by dressed as a chameleon.
You didn't know James Cross was going to send me a copy of that.
Oh, my
I asked for it on the chat, but he sent it privately to me. All right, there we are. This is the one we were looking for last week or 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's Eliza Ann.
Yes.
Hey.
So that's the actual picture we were looking for, but I had to give the Halloween one, right?
That's good.
All right. So what kind of scary things, Bill, have you seen at reptile shows?
Oh, well, the scariest thing is when you see the cage of death that has one stick down the middle and then like 20 adult veiled chameleons packed in.
All right, these aren't chameleons; they're iguanas. But this is like a single stick, and there were 20 iguanas, and they're fighting it out.
Yeah.
And that's one example. That's the only example I actually saved. I mean, I've got a bunch of pictures, but that's the only one. This was, I think, at the Columbus show. This was somebody had them all in there together, and iguanas have gone from a couple $100 down to $25. The only problem is they get so huge that people give them up, and they're like, except for red ear sliders here in Ohio, they're the number one thing you find at a reptile rescue, and big tortoises. So sulculatas particularly. So yes, though that's a terrible situation, but I don't know. All right, so let's talk about some of the other things we've seen. How about this? That's a
you mean venomous or stuck in little deli cups?
I don't know. I appreciate the fact that it's taped together. I don't know, Bill. It's venomous. Okay. I don't know. These I have to say, I really appreciate the fact that the cobra is not out. I don't know what he's doing with the Danish there and why I kept that in the picture. I guess that was because I could keep his name in there. But here's another one. I guess these are the rules at this Pittsburgh show because it's one of the only venomous shows in the area. This is a Gaboon Viper, which is one of the most venomous things on the planet, or at least available at different shows. As I talked to D&D Cresties, which I actually didn't announce that, D&D Cresties is going to be available next Tuesday as a podcast. We talked about the perfect reptile show, and he kind of said, in the summary, it was Tinley with being hot. So if Tinley was allowed to be hot with different things for sale, that was his perfect show. So Tinley is a great show, but this was from Pittsburgh, the mega show out there. And then here's another one. This is a rattlesnake. Okay, there's a rattle. And I know it's stuck in this little thing, but this, at least it's in its this, not the monitor. It doesn't look very good either, but this Gila monster is in there. At least it's in a cage, and it's able to run around and behave itself. It doesn't have a lot of hiding space, but still, that's
well, I mean, okay, I can understand the snakes being in travel size containers because you don't ever want to open that up at a show. You just want to say, okay, here it is, put it in your bag and you can go. It's when you get these chameleons stuck in deli containers. That's
right.
When
and they're on their side. They can't even get up. They don't even put the deli containers on the side so they could stand up. That's and geckos. Some of the geckos prefer to be in those little containers because that makes them comfortable. But I don't really think it's that good. So yeah, that's some of the scary stuff. But let's see what we got here.
Yeah, let's take a look at Chris. We got to hear about Chris in the chat about going to the show, and was the only one to have bearded dragons individually. See, we got good people putting good examples at the show.
So you almost went to the Toledo show, Chris? Is that what we're saying here? Yeah, Toledo. Are you going to be at the show in where are you from? Where's he from?
Michigan.
Are you going to be at the Taylor, Michigan show? Because I'm planning to go in 2 weeks. I already got a hotel room. I'm going to go to that and then head on over to the Reptarium. So that'll be cool if I could see you there. There's a lot of people who don't do it, but there are some better examples where they do them, but that was not my main focus. I was just worried about just considering different things that would be scary. Let's see. Things are like, this is me at Clint's reptile room with a reticulated python around my neck. It's a dwarf reticulated python, but it was kind of squeezing me a little bit there. Here is one more view of it, how much it's squeezing me a little bit. I'm a little red, but I was able to pull it off without any trouble. Let's see, what else do we have?
All right, well, wait a minute, because we talked about Chris. This is Chris.
Okay.
Everybody knows who we're talking about. Zev Green Reptiles.
All right, Chris. I'll be looking for you. Are you going to be in Taylor, Michigan? I got to go back to the chat. 10 to 20 dragons in 1 talon gallon. Holy mackerel.
Yikes.
But you'll be there not to vend. So I'll probably be there to start. I think I got a whole 2-room Saturday and Sunday, or no, Saturday. I guess it's Friday and Saturday night. So I'll be there when it starts. It starts at 10. So I'll be there. So go find me. I'll be either in the McZoo shirt or the Reptile Show reporter shirt. Usually I wear the black ones, but this is the green one I just happened to find. All right.
Yeah, and the other scary stuff is when you see animals that are sick and dying. I mean, when there's an animal sprawled out dead at the bottom of the cage during a show, that's just ridiculous.
Horrible. But I was focusing on things like this. Abby being scared by a chameleon. Of course, this isn't a life size. It's just a picture. It was a big picture of Tinley. And me being not scared by the anaconda in my face. That thing is huge.
Yeah.
That's a green anaconda. This is it was at Tinley. I don't remember the name of this group, but it was a preservation stuff I gave to preservation of them in the wild and what have you. Even Abby wouldn't let go of this snake. We tried to take it away and she was holding on. It was crazy. We're like, we can't take that home, even though Mary wanted to. It's not. There's another picture of it. This is when I'm looking. This is when it was hissing in my ear. I'm like, uh-oh, what the heck are you gonna do? But yeah, I have it from the behind, and I hope Mary's caring for me to make sure it doesn't bite on me too hard. But it didn't. But that's one of the pictures from there. Let's see what else this is. Oh, this is I don't know if I've ever shown this. This is a hypo crested Greco. It's like snow hypo. It's the only one in the world, I guess. At least that's what this guy claimed. But it's like kind of scary how white it is and how it's almost clear. So I just want to show that anyways. And let's see. This is that is actually my frill dragon from many years back, but it's not my current frill dragon. I haven't seen he has not actually frilled out fully. He frills when he eats, he frills when he jumps from place to place, and his frill is getting bigger and bigger, but I have never seen him full on frill. So I don't know if he's too nice or what have you, but this was a screensaver I had for a long time because it was just cool. All right, here's a scary thing. How about this? Madagascar, and I think that chameleon's not happy with you, Bill.
Well, you know what's amazing is the Usuleti, and that's the species. This is first for Usuleti. They have massive jaws. I mean, this is one of the largest chameleons, and they are powerful creatures. And they just they're not aggressive. I mean, right now he's warning me off and saying, don't mess with me.
He's about to give you a right hook there, Bill. That right arm's up in the chameleon way. He's about to smack you in the head.
Yeah, well, I mean, he tried to bite Dave Kaufman, but that's understandable.
Yeah,
but,
okay. He's a big guy, so you know.
all the rest of us, he wasn't trying to bite anybody. And these chameleons right out of the wild, right off of the tree, weren't trying to bite. And they weren't really, they were being defensive. They were saying, okay, don't hurt me. But I was actually amazed at how few bites we got when we were trying to hold wild chameleons. Now,
all right, so
panther chameleon, he had a very we got some panther chameleons, and they were just fine with it, but they had very small patience quotas, and they would get sick of us real quick. And
yeah, the Glass City Expo. I'm sorry, I've been interrupted. The Glass City Expo that Chris is going is a very small expo. I think it has 13. I think that's the one that. No, is that the Saturday one? The Saturday one is getting smaller. The Glass City Expo, I think, is the. I don't know if that. Yeah, that's the one that's in Toledo. That's on Sunday, and it's a small one. I actually had the person who runs the thing on here a couple weeks ago. But it's in Toledo. It's in my wife's old neighborhood. She used to live there back before she was 10. All right, so he's going to find me. Chris is going to find me at the expo. Hopefully I'll be there. I'll announce. I'll let you know if I'm not going to be. But I have hotel room reservations, even puppy friendly. So I think we're bringing the whole crew. The only complication is my youngest child is part of the play, not in the play, but taking tickets on Friday night, and how late we can get out of there or not is what we're going to figure out. But anyways, let's see some more pictures, Bill. I have another one for you to explain to me. How about this?
Oh yeah.
You have to be careful what pictures you send me.
I guess so. So this was in a resort that was way far from everything else, and so we had to take a boat to get to this resort, Palladarium, I think that's what it's called. But the people that work there, I have a good relationship with all these lemurs, and the lemurs have figured out that they're wild. These aren't pets. They're wild. They go and do the lemur stuff, but they have figured out that humans aren't a threat. In fact, humans always have good stuff to eat around, and so we walk out there with the right people, and these lemurs are just all over us because they know that all they have to do is be around and they will get fed. And so it's like this, it's not I wouldn't call it a taming situation because these are fully wild lemurs, but it is a symbiotic relationship. We get to
Kind of
be
like the
amused.
squirrels at a park, where you feed them and they come back.
Yep.
Although Bill's not good with squirrels, so I forgot. I shouldn't have said that.
Come on, man.
All right. What else do we got here? Let's see. Oh, there's the Celtic cross on my boat,
Nice.
or my ball python. I don't know how. That's why we bought it, because you can just see that that's a female ball python. So we call her Joan of Arc, and it's got a face on the head on the top of it, and the Celtic cross there. And we bought another one just like it. It's got a rocket on it. So that's
a head that looks like Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, well, yeah, a little bit, or somebody else, or a little bird or something like that. I don't know. You can't see me with my mouse, but
snapping turtle. Maybe.
Yep. Oh, speaking of snapping turtles, let's do this. This is awesome. Look at that. Look at that. It's a snapping turtle. Look at that. It's like a puppy. It's like my puppies. It's like Lady sitting in my lap. Not like Ghost who runs away from me, but look at it. You've got the reptile whisper kind of thing.
My wife tells me that.
All right.
Aww.
That was cool. That is a snapping turtle. My daughter actually got to hold the back tail and everything. So that was Clint's reptile room again. I finally got the video to uptake, because last week my video, my connection to the internet was terrible. It was on a second internet connection, and yours was terrible because we couldn't hear you talk. But that's kind of questionable as to whether that's terrible or not. We could see you, not hear you. But
you guys are just harsh today. Wow.
No, I'm not. I'm trying not to be. I don't know. Let's see, what is this? We got other. What else is this? What is this video? Oh, this is the spider video. So let's get to spiders. So those are scary things. Jumping spiders. I know they're really
those
small.
are awesome.
Those are like hot now at every reptile show now. There's somebody who's got jumping spiders, and they're not the same group. So this is Regal jumping spiders. This is actually at this was Medina, all Ohio, all Cleveland show. This was this is actually at a different show with a different group. These are actually the spiders. This was at the Fremont BRM show, but the two I somehow mixed the two groups in together. But that's jumping. Those are jumping spiders as well. And I got a video of jumping spiders.
Yeah. So like as they get taller, you'll see like on the side right here, see these little tiny roots. Yeah. This stalk will grow up, and then you can adhere it to like a moss pole, and it'll grow up like the moss pole.
I want a jumping spider.
So the one thing that didn't happen at the end of the video, it was cut out, but I stopped videoing. She dropped that spider on the floor.
Oh,
and it let it go. She's like, oh, well, it's another one gone. And I'm just like, how many spiders are on this floor? And, that was BRM Expo. So word to the wise, this is, I don't know, I think this is the same. I got them out of order. This is the Medina shows again as well. I don't know why they put these curly Q things in and what, I don't know if they're pipe cleaners or whatever they are, but those seem to be the things they keep these spiders with. And so I guess with these, deli cups are the thing because that's a huge environment for that spider.
Well,
so,
yeah, that's okay. I think that's okay.
Yeah, it's not a chameleon. It's nothing else. It's nothing like that. All right, here's a good one for you, Bill. What species is that?
Hey, that's awesome.
That's me inside of my McZoo special dragon strand cage that I had Bill take care of, giving me the solid top so I could have it more sturdy over time and move them from place to place. And that there's a screen door in the middle and a screen door on the bottom that are not in there, so I could walk in. But I was taking it downstairs from where I built it upstairs, and I decided I would take a picture if I was just going to do that. So it was much easier to take it around and back to the back porch or the patio door than down the stairs, which are cluttered. So
you like that big upper face panel?
That is awesome. It's incredible. I've taken so many pictures. It's so clear. As long as you keep your sprayer away from it and you're not spraying water on it all the time. The animals get in the way and they bump the sprayer if they get up there somehow. But you can take pictures there as crystal clear as anything else. I didn't have to clean them. I didn't have to do it. I took some of my newest chameleons. I took some beautiful pictures. Actually, those are some of the ones I sent you were taken through the glass. Okay. And so, I find them all the time. The little ones find a way to get on the front wall, even though there isn't a good path to the front wall. But anyways, it seems like the chameleons can jump when you don't know. But yeah, these are awesome cages. They work very well. They're not as hard as the older full doors are that are the same material, I think, to look through. Those are easy to take a picture, but it's really hard to get open and closed after time. So I think it's a little better. I think it's an upgrade, but that's just my opinion. And, you don't have you have that bar in the middle. But what I do with the bar in the middle is I put the name of the chameleon, the species, whatever I want to do. So that when you take the picture, you can see who they are and you know who they are. If you have, several chameleon species they look just like each other. You can't tell them apart. So at least I can't. And eventually you can as time goes on. But that's that.
And Two Turtle Tom, yes, it's a 2x2 foot footprint and 4 foot tall.
All right. Let's see what we got. Let's take a look at the
Eliza's.
Oh no, I got something else today. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Although I gave out all my candy, I was giving out a whole bunch of candy. All these trick-or-treaters, 200, I think I gave out to. Cool too.
Yeah, Eliza's got it right. You're just jealous that I got chocolate chips.
I don't like chocolate chips per se anymore.
Okay.
I rather have what's Mally's is the current chocolatier in this area, and I'll have to send you some of that. It's much better chocolate, and there's some other chocolates in places like there's other stuff, Bill. I'd rather have the other stuff. All right, let's see. I'll be getting 2 dragon. Christmas, all right. We'll see if I can find something to fill them up with. That's 4 for all right. Those are and
that's the way you do it.
Of course, she's announcing it on or was that last Christmas? She's announcing it on Chocolatier. Yes, Two Turtle Tom uses all these weird all these advanced names on his particular podcast, his lives, but I can't use Chocolatier. I don't know. And it's not Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but we'll go with it. All right, let's see what else we got to show today. Let's see. Oh, I got. You know what? Do we want to see Clint acting like a chameleon, Bill?
Absolutely. That was awesome.
This is Bill's video that he sent to me.
Clint is doing the chameleon. This is incredible. Look at that. He's got the right hands.
Right?
Oh yeah.
See how long his tongue is.
And wait a minute. And the look of disgust at the keeper that takes care of you.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect. Yep, that's accurate. That's accurate.
I'm sure that was a veiled chameleon, Bill, because that's the look that they give us. But all right, let's see. I got to go back to the chat to get rid of that chat part there. All right. All right. I want to just show this again. Yes, I used the word chocolatier. I love it. I'm talkative today, so you just have to stop me. We won't want to show that because it might be a secret. All right, so let's see what else we can do. That's the end of the videos for today that I had. Snakes can be scary, so I just wanted to put myself and my daughter having a couple of boas. Just to show that, but I think I put that on at some point. Hey, wait a minute. Talking about giving out candy. This was my driveway last evening with the burning fire because it was flipping cold, and all the pumpkins and the skeletons, and we gave out like 100 or 200 Hershey bars, or not Hershey bars. They were Mally chocolate bars. So that's why my neighborhood seems to be the place to go for that kind of stuff. Someone actually, people actually came and they said something to my wife like, "This is why we come to this neighborhood, because they give out the full chocolate bars and even the Mallies in back, because people who own Mallies are in this neighborhood. So at least they used to be. Some people were Mallies is now owned by a bunch of people. But anyways, that was my backyard. So that's that. Let's see. What else do I have? Skulls. This is a skull I saw at a reptile show. I don't know why they had a human skull at a reptile show. I don't even know which one this is from. But this was a skull that I saw. These are the skulls I saw at, let's see. No, those are spiders. Skulls. These little icons are small, and there's not, I don't know. I guess I didn't put them on here. I didn't download them. Okay. So I had skulls with plants on them and all kinds of other things. I don't know. Let me check and see. I'll just try to upload that. See what we can see here. Bill, talk for a sec.
All right. So, well, okay, let's see what I can say. Other than, let's see, the next big show that is going to be in January. That's going to be the a reptile super show, and I can't believe that is what, 2 months to just over 2 months away. So we've got that, and then we've got Tinley, I believe, in March again.
Yes. Tell me about the Las Vegas show. Have you been there, Bill?
I've not been to the Las Vegas show.
So the guy from D&D Krusty's dad from Dad and Daughter Krusty's was telling me about the Las Vegas show being maybe better than Tinley. Yes, it was huge. It was,
wow.
He went to Rexpo, which was last Saturday, which is out east in New York. And he said it was billed as good as a one-day Tinley, but it wasn't quite as good. But it was a great show, somewhere between the mega show in Pittsburgh and Tinley. But he was talking about it, and actually he's on. I'm giving away a little bit of the podcast, but he was talking about the show in Las Vegas and how great it was. So I'm going to have to get to that one at some point.
I've been to the Phoenix show, but which is, I believe that's coming up too.
Yeah.
But not.
How far is Las Vegas from it? It's relatively close, right? It's a quick plane ride, or
4-hour drive.
4-hour drive. Okay. All right. So I cannot find those other ones. Apparently, I didn't download them or do enough today. Today was a crazy day. All right. So let's go back to the chat. Yeah, what the heck did I just do? Okay.
Well, I want to know, Chris, at when you went to the show, how many of your dragons did you sell, and how did your setup, your prices compare to the people who were keeping their bearded dragons together? And what did anybody give an indication that they saw you keeping them as individual as a better situation? I'm just trying to figure out how the public is recognizing and responding to an increase when they have a difference between quality of presentation, where the quality of presentation is different because of how it benefits the animal, not how it makes it all glitzy and stuff. And so,
so I've seen the little ones in a bin, like the same color little ones in a bin. You know, they put like 10 of those in a larger bin, not a 10-gallon tank, a much bigger bin. But I've never seen. I know you're not talking to me, but you were talking to Chris to answer. But the bigger ones, I've seen most of them are individually kept, but they're not like in a display. They're just in an individual bigger box. So that's not, that's not the same either. And as a whole, most people like to keep bearded dragons separate, but they can be in a pile. They like to pile up. I don't know, but it depends on how used they are to each other. Whatever, males end up fighting at some point, but I don't know. All right, let's see. Let's see.
Being a chameleon guy, it's very a foreign. It's actually uncomfortable for me to see reptiles together, and so you see when I talk about emerald tree skinks or the red-eyed crocodile skinks, and I keep asking, so are you sure they can be together? Is it tolerate each other, or do they actually like being together? Is there positive behavior that says that they like being together? And so, yeah, you'll hear me saying stuff like that in my interviews.
And you never really know. I mean, the positive things about being individual is you can make sure they're eating and make sure they're pooping, because it's their poop and their food that's gone. But some of them, I think tortoises seem to like to live in a group. But the group, it has to be a big enough enclosure. I mean, if you make the closure big enough, chameleons would like to live in a group. Like the entire continent of Africa, chameleons live in groups there. So
yeah, but they don't like it.
Well, maybe they don't. Maybe they do. I don't know. They don't seem to hang out together. But and they disperse themselves after being born or what have you. So or hatched. So depending on what type they are. So okay. Anyone have any other questions for us tonight?
Well, what's your schedule coming up for the rest of the year as far as shows?
As far as shows, okay, we got an answer. So the one person. All right. So Chris is saying that he didn't sell any babies, but he did sell 2 adults, and the prices didn't seem to be. So, and no one's also. Bill, are you okay over there? Is there another imaginary bug in your house?
Not imaginary.
I don't see anything. Does anyone else see anything in his house?
No, it's here. I swear.
Tell me if you see something. Let me know. I'll say yes if someone else can point it out, but I don't see it. And no one else sold any dragons, so okay. But bearded dragons have kind of come and gone as popularity. I mean, you can sell them. There's a lot going on with them. There's colors and morphs and things like that. But you have to have, regular bearded dragons are kind of hard to sell, I think, at most shows. They don't move very well. So what's going on for me? So I'm going this weekend. I'm not probably going to go to a show, but I may end up at the Toledo show, the Glass City show on Sunday if I get time and I have energy. It's been a crazy, crazy couple of weeks. Every day seems like there's more going on. Okay, there we go. So we have the answer. They're selling this at 40 compared to mine at 150.
And they didn't sell at 40?
People who sell at 40, that's like a terrible market thing. You can't make any money off a bearded dragon at $40. How much you eat them and what have you. How much you give them to eat and I eat them. I mean, they say iguanas taste like chicken, but I've never figured that out. But they're much bigger. But okay. So I'm going to go, but I will be at the Troy one, which is the 11th of November. And then I'll probably go to the standard ones, the Medina show, which is like that next week. And I'll probably end up at the Fremont one, which is the last Saturday or Sunday of the week. I don't know that I have any other major shows for the rest of the year. I don't think so. How about you, Bill? Any major shows for the rest of the year, or not really? Not till next year? Okay. All right.
No, I really. Summer Winston has just opened up a shop in Vallejo, California, just north of San Francisco. And the grand opening is November 11th. And I'm just trying to figure out how I could go to that thing, but it's just not looking like it's going to be possible. Or, I mean, obviously I can get in a car and do anything, but
if it'll fit into your schedule.
Yeah, just
and be reasonable and still have someone to give you chocolate chips during your show or a coffee
there's that.
or a cold brew. Because if you lose that someone, that's not worth going to a show. That's a big no-no. So okay. All right. All right. Now, any other thoughts from anyone else? Bill, any final thoughts for tonight?
Other than I can't wow, the year, we got 2 months left.
Mm-hmm.
I know our beginning of the year is completely arbitrary and doesn't mean anything, but still it is a marker of time. And
right, exactly. You know, the years have been changed over decades, and different people have different years and different dates and different time zones and everything. But yeah, you're right. It is a marker of time. It's been a year since last time we did this before. So
Yikes.
Yes.
Now, wait, but when did this didn't this start in this spring?
No.
Have we been doing this
well over a year?
What?
We started calling it the Reptile Show Reporter in spring, but we had started August was the first show, I think, of last year. Not this year. Last year. Actually, no, it wasn't the first show because I had my stroke August of 2022, and we were doing the show as Exotic Pet Adventures back then. It was several months before that we started.
You see, this is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow I've lost a year. And, oh man.
It's 2023, Bill, not 2022 anymore. I don't know if you figured that out. You went to Madagascar and you time warped. Apparently, I don't know what happened there.
Catching up with myself. Yeah, I can't believe that was almost a year ago.
Because we were getting ready and you went in January and I took the helm and did this whole thing back in January by myself. That was the first time I'd done it before. Entrail, that's a new one for us. Anyone know who that is? Bill, I guess.
A fellow traveler on these digital highways.
Okay. Yes, all right. With that note,
but we're gonna have an awesome end of year. As I always take December and January off from making podcast episodes. I just need the refresh and to plan for an awesome new season. And so the end of season celebration is going to be December 2nd. We're going to have an 8-hour-long live session for the Chameleon Academy on YouTube. And so that I like having the end of the year because you can have those kind of celebrations and reflections and take a break. It's like it's good that we have these markers. But
so is it going to be just you talking for 8 hours, Bill, or what's going to happen with
that? What the heck? No way. Every hour is going to have a different guest, and every hour on the hour we're going to have giveaways. It's going to be a party for 8 hours. If you like chameleons or reptiles, 8 hours. James has got it right. Yeah, James has got it right. Pajamas and chameleons. He says he's going to wake up. He's going to keep his pajamas on. He's going to get his drink, and he's going to just sit back and enjoy 8 full hours of chameleon talk.
Wow. As long as you don't have your pajamas on, we're good with that, Bill.
Yeah. And so I will, I'm going to be firming up the guest list, and I'll have it firmed up on November 15th. Then I will send out the guest, the topic list, guest list, and all of that. So
all right.
That's an exciting thing.
All right. Don't miss it. So tomorrow on my Instagram and my Facebook, Reptile of the Week. I still haven't decided on it, so I've got just a few minutes to get to that and decide on which reptile, which is pillar number 1, the potential pets. I've done all the crazy ones. I think I'll probably have to do something standard. And but I haven't decided yet. So if anyone wants to put in a vote for something, send it to me via email. And then Tuesday night by 8 o'clock, I'm going to post the podcast episode number 10, Bill. This is my 10th episode of podcast.
Wow.
So this will be the one with D&D Cresties. Eric from D&D Cresties. It was a big challenge because even though the podcast software does it like it does, we weren't able to hear each other very often. And so
really?
I had to, cut a whole bunch of stuff and throw it together and piece it together. So it actually sounds like it's one thing. So if you don't watch the video, you can't tell I did all this. But if you watch the video, then you can see it goes back and forth. But I was seeing him. He was blurry and sometimes not there in his voice. But the whole thing, it worked out. So I'm amazed. So number 10 seems to be the charm. So there. But we talk about how he got into Cresties and how his daughter, who's older, he's probably our age or about the ballpark of it. We won't talk about that. But I'm about to cross the speed limit. But I'm younger than Bill, so
Oh, come on, man. All of these little you've been
depends on what speed limit you're going, Bill. We could be in a school zone or a city street or something like that. But anyways, I think we're talking about the highway, not the big one, not 70 miles an hour. But anyways, his dad it's him and his daughter, and it's how they hang out and talk. And then we talked about the perfect Reptile show. So and I already told you it was Tinley, but we talked about through it a whole lot more than just that. So be ready for that. And congrats to Turtle Tom, and good night, everybody.